you answered the letter. Now, like me, you are a part of this place.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Modded Darkest Dungeon. Remember that this is a modded version of the game. You can find Red Hook's stance on modding their game down below in this game's description, which summed up means that they are not responsible for a mod doing any damage to your estate and or save game, so keep that in mind. Mods may not be balanced, mods may have all sorts of trouble. Please back up your save game before you do so. Also, that this is not quite the game that you'll get if you just picked it up on GOG or Steam. We are, after all, using a modded version of the game. We are running both LUM and a few class mods as well. Also, down there in the comment section, you will find some links allowing you to jump ahead where we don't talk about LUM-related things, and where also we don't do town stuff, in case neither of those things interest you. Alright, so we can begin by talking about LUM a little bit. So, thank you, Mikolaj, for letting me know about the Color of Madness Laudanum alterations. I didn't realize that there was a district. Oh, I'm circling it with my mouse, which you can't see. But this Tainted Well, here in the center, this actually buffed the base game's Laudanum, which you couldn't purchase any longer in LUM, by adding a stress resistance buff to it, improved it. So I have changed it to do the things listed here. It will double the length of time that you have the LUM resistance buff from Laudanum, so it will go from 8 turns to 16 turns. It removes the health penalty from the Laudanum as well, and it will cure 11 stress instead of 8, 3 more. Now, I'm not going to have the Tainted Well for some time, and I don't feel like cheating to give me 99 crystals. I could do that, but that's gonna immediately throw everything out of whack for the playlist, for you guys watching and enjoying me struggle to get up to the end game again. So I'm not gonna do that. So, Mikolaj, let me know if it works or not, if you decide to purchase it. As well, please back up your save game first before you purchase it. And on that note, by the time this video goes up, I will have a new version of LUM updated to the Nexus site. Please, I hope everyone remembered to back up their save games first. I'm really nervous when I make a change to a district, especially because they can be expensive for you to purchase, and then if it doesn't work, I feel terrible. I'll fix it if it doesn't work, but yeah, just in case, back up your save game. It should work based on what I saw in the game files, but I won't be able to test it for some time. I've also, what else did I do? Oh, I changed the curio. So that one curio should now reward you the LUM version of Laudanum, not the base game's version of Laudanum. I didn't realize it, but supposedly there are curios you can interact with when you do the Color of Madness stuff. So I thought it was just you show up, you do a bunch of battles, and then you leave. And every so often you maybe get a pause to decide if you want to flee or not. So that there's actually going to be a dungeon in there is interesting. I'll remember that when I actually go back in. Okay, so let's quickly save that part off. Okay, everyone, I've tried this part for a few times. It ends up going on too long. Just remember that please check the comment section down below for a link if you don't want to hear me talk about the differences between LUM and the base game. Today, we're going to talk about the differences globally that I've made to the heroes. Not individual classes, but why I made some changes I did to all the heroes that I did. This should take probably close to like 15 minutes, just as a heads up, everybody. So, alright, well, let's start. So, one of the things I did for LUM is I added protection to all the heroes who look like they're wearing armor. I did this because it seemed thematic. Once Red Hook began adding protection to the monsters which had armor, I was like, that makes a lot of sense. The heroes should probably benefit from that. So I went ahead and did so. It did feel a little weird at first, and I realized that what I was feeling weird about is, especially at lower levels, some of the heroes were just a little too tanky. So, the heroes which I gained the protection benefit lost maximum hit points to compensate for that. And I think it's been a fair trade. At the beginning levels, these tanks will feel a lot more tanky, especially the Man-at-Arms, who gains an extra 10%. Later on, when creatures are doing more damage and these heroes' max hit points have been lowered, it feels like they get brought to death's door at the same rate that they normally would, while still making them a little extra tanky against all the weaker creatures normally. So this seems to be a change which I have not noticed any significant amount of balance. I can't pronounce the word, but balance problems. We'll go with that. Another global change I made to all the heroes was I lowered their accuracy for the most part. In the base game, heroes have anywhere from like 85 to 100, I think, base accuracy depending upon the skill, with most having 90 or 95. In LUM, their base accuracy tends to be 80 to 90, with most having an 80 or 85 as their base skill, the leopard being lower amongst them. Back in the beta, the heroes had the levels of accuracy that they have now. I really like those accuracy levels. At some point, Red Hook increased the dodge rating of some of the creatures, and then also increased the hero's accuracy to compensate for such. I wasn't a fan of such a large change. I thought the levels were fine, and I really liked the idea that you had to, or rather you'd be encouraged to lock accuracy quirks and use accuracy trinkets if you found them to help the lower accuracy on your heroes. And I also like the idea that I'm going to miss from time to time. That's perfectly fine. It's what the game's about, dealing with the bad situations as they come up. And so I lowered the creatures that were given a lot of dodge. I lowered them back to, I think, some of their original levels in beta. And I lowered the accuracy of the heroes. I've not noticed any real differences from back then, but to be fair, I haven't really played the game since these alterations back in 2015. So it's been 3 years. 3 years since the last time the accuracy levels were increased or so. Another global change I did for the heroes was I removed the Death's Door debuffs from them. Red Hook added these in, I want to say, just before release. And I was not a fan of the idea of you being punished for random RNG. They do make the game harder, which is always something I like seeing. But again, I didn't like the idea that you took like 2 crits, especially at champion level, and now your hero's at Death's Door, and there was nothing you could have done to stop it. So I removed those debuffs, which would hopefully give you a slightly easier chance against the champion creatures, especially when you eventually get to them. I also, as you know, locked the skill level and gear level to your hero's current level, rather than current level +1. I think at some point Red Hook might have allowed locked level 5s to use level 5 gear and skills, but I can't remember if Red Hook did that. I'll have to check the game files, but way back in beta, and especially when I was making my changes to LUM, one of the things I did was I lowered the protection level of creatures across the board. When the Corpse and Hounds patch came out, Red Hook added a lot of protection to a lot of the creatures, and I thought it was just too much. I think Red Hook was basically just trying to see what the threshold was for how tough could they make the game and get away with it. That's the wrong phrase there, but they wanted to see exactly where it would be considered fair. There we go. Let's go with that. It's probably not the best way to phrase it, but I can't think of another way off the top of my head right now. I didn't like the changes. Maggots having 80% protection, Swine Tars with like 50 or 60% protection. You were in combat versus these things for like 5 to 8 turns. It was pretty grueling. So I lowered the protection of most of the creatures in the game by about half, depending upon what you were fighting. I also gradually increased it. So rather than, let's say, the Shamblers having, I think it was like 25 prot at apprentice level, or 30 prot at apprentice level, and then going up to like 45 or 50 at champion level, veteran and champion, it starts at 25, goes to 30, and then 35. Why I'm mentioning this is because when I made the changes I did make, I still noticed that our heroes were then tearing through the creatures a little too easily. I did like the idea of making the game tougher, but again, those prot levels were just a little too high, especially combined with the low dot damage that all the heroes were doing. Jesters, like the Slice Off, was only doing 2 damage back when the game first came out. You're still better off not even bothering to use it. Might as well hit the creature for as much damage as you can and try to kill it quickly. Hope for the crit rather than the extra bleed damage. So I needed to find some ways to make it so that the heroes just couldn't chew through the creatures that quickly, but still lower the creature's protection. Felt it was still okay to do. And then it occurred to me that I betcha if I just lock the heroes' skills and abilities to their current level, that will solve that problem. And it did, or at least it seems to have fixed that problem. It also has the nice effect of that you will struggle through your initial level 3 and level 1 dungeons with whatever heroes you bring there, because their gear and equipment are locked to level 1 or 3. This is great because it means that you're still going to have to struggle, and it means that your trinkets are very important for those newer heroes adventuring level 3, especially when, adventuring in veteran level dungeons. This is especially true when your estate is rather ancient. There's no guarantee that those heroes are necessarily the best heroes, but the trinkets will help them through to the end. So I think it encourages better trinket selection on your heroes as well. And finally, it helps with the danger level. You never feel exactly like you're too powerful. Your level 4s and level 4 gear in champion levels, they are the best it's going to get, giving you some of the best equipment you can bring back. But even then, you're still going to struggle a little with those level 4s, as opposed to back in beta when they could have level 5 gear and skills on them. Whew! It was a slaughter for those 4 champion level creatures. Holy crap. It was oof. Oh, there was another change I did to the heroes globally. I forgot about this when I recorded this part before. I changed the levels of experience that they require to level up. So a problem I had in this game was that heroes leveled too quickly. You ended up in this weird bottleneck situation where you had like level 3 heroes, but you only had the heirlooms and the money to afford level 2 gear and skills. So you ended up cycling through level 0 heroes so that you could just farm the money and the heirlooms you needed for your higher level heroes that you didn't want to get rid of. And this felt grindy to me. I didn't want the bottleneck to exist. So, and to be fair, that's fine. Like, it's a choice. Like, okay, fire your high levels, and then like as long as you're collecting heirlooms, the town's improving, and that's the only thing that really matters in the game, unless you're playing it on Blood Moon or Stygian difficulty, in which case you have a week limit you have to beat the game by. So anyway, by increasing the amount of resolve that you needed to level up, I got rid of the bottleneck. In addition, you're able to now use your heroes for slightly longer at their current levels, which means that you don't have to worry about rushing past the bosses, at least if you take a full roster, which is what I tend to do. As you can see here, I have something like 20, what's my current level? 25, I think, is my stagecoach currently. 28. We have 28 heroes. It's one of the first things I try to upgrade almost fully. This way I can just cycle the heroes that are going out adventuring. I'll be honest though, if I wasn't recording the game, especially with named people, this really wouldn't be a concern. I wouldn't mind throwing heroes away. But I've liked the side effect? That's not the correct term, Tim. It's working exactly as you planned. I like the change to the experience, because I do enjoy bringing the heroes out for a little longer and getting those heroes to maybe kill 2 bosses instead of just 1 before they're out there and already out-leveled past their content. That's the wrong way to phrase it. They're now going to need to wait on the roster, taking up space, because I don't feel they'll survive a higher level dungeon in their current gear. There we go. Oh, there's another change too. I gave all the heroes, at least in LUM, some piece of equipment that they bring with them when they go on an adventure. I really liked it when Red Hook added those biscuits, the dog treats, to the Houndsmaster, and I especially was a fan when Red Hook began adding the inventory bits to some of the heroes, like the holy water for the Crusader. And I thought, what a great idea. Why don't I have all the heroes bring something with them to make them feel a little more unique? That way you appreciate with them. It also might encourage you to bring certain types of heroes to certain places if in addition to their skills, for the item that they bring along with them as well. So, for example, while the Plague Doctor doesn't really benefit from blighting enemies in the Weald, you might still take her there because she can cure bleeds and blights, which happen in the Weald. And she also brings an anti-venom, which is something decent to have there anyway for interacting with curios. Okay, everyone. I'm done talking about the classes on a global level, and now it's time to look at the Swan Disciple who we had show up. I was really torn between dragging, that's the right term, dragging the Swan Disciple into our state, or having the, I think it's called the Lemia, this shape-shifting healer class be added instead. I decided that since I already had the Falconer, that I would pull in someone else's class mod instead. Now, it turned out that the Swan Disciple, though, after I downloaded it and looked at him, that he was last updated of March 2018. So it's been 6 months since the modder last updated him on the Nexus site. And I have a hunch he's abandoned. The same thing for the Druid. The last time the Druid was updated was back in November of 2017. So this class, or at least the Nexus version of her, is also abandoned. What that means to you, as long as we're stopping here really quick, is that the versions of these you download won't be balanced for the color of madness and may not work with it either. I didn't notice a whole lot of effort that it required, though, for me to get these to work with the game. It just required me to flag a few skills as stalling, but that seemed to be it. So maybe these classes will still work after all, but I can't promise that. Now, when it comes to class mods, when I pull them in, you know instinctively I like tweaking things, and it's difficult for me to not do so, but I've so far resisted the urge to change anything on the classes other than their accuracy levels and their gear and equipment. The gear and equipment and their accuracy needed to be changed because of this is LUM. It has to be changed, or these classes will be far more powerful than the normal classes are in the game. For the Swan Disciple, so that didn't mean too much to me for him, but he has a skill which is, I think, a little strong. So I want you guys to take a look at it, and we'll talk about him on the whole, I suppose. And then you guys can let me know what you think I should do to it. I normally wouldn't make the change because when someone makes a class mod, it's their dream being brought into reality. Like they're the architect of this structure, basically, that we see. And to me, to make changes to it feels weird, especially because it's not like I'm going to the modder and asking him to make the change. I'm just making it in this case. The only reason I'm doing that, though, is because, again, I think this class has been abandoned. Maybe I'm wrong, in which case hopefully that class modder will show up here and he can talk about the class mod a little bit. So, of the skills he's got, Recite the Tenets seems to be particularly good. When it comes to heals, I'm always a little nervous about them because the Vestal tends to be the benchmark that I use to see what I consider to be a really strong, really average skill. So all the healing skills I think have to be balanced around that to see if it feels the same or stronger. Recite the Tenets, it feels to me like a really strong healer skill. It heals a target 3 hit points, and he heals himself for 2. I think healing 2 people makes this too strong. I think that because this would let him heal someone and himself, get them off of death's door. Now, to be fair, the Vestal's got Divine Comfort, and it heals everybody, but it heals everybody 2 through 3. At level 0, the Swan Disciple's heals 1 person 3, and himself 2. I'm thinking this should be changed. I'm thinking that it should heal a target 2 through 3 at rank 1, and heal himself stress. Maybe some small amount, like 3 stress, instead of it healing himself as well. This is also because he has Harvest the Wheat, which gives him a buff for his healing skills. So this, combined with this, would let him be a decent combat healer and heal himself stress whenever he recites the Tenets. He also has a camping skill, which increases the heal power and give him a few more trinkets, and this is really strong for a healing 2 people. Now that said, I haven't used the class, and in addition to that, I haven't seen how this skill levels, but that's my initial hesitation with Recite the Tenets. For all his other skills, I guess we're going to cover him really quickly now, as long as I'm critiquing the class, which is not something I like doing because I feel so guilty about it, but here we go. Sweep the Yard seems fine. There are several other classes that have a skill like Sweep the Yard. He can only use it from the front 2 positions, and this reminds me of Bola from the Arbalist, and or Intimidation from the Leper. He also doesn't, by the way, have a very high base damage. He comes in line with the Highwayman? I think, what's the Highwayman's base? Oh, with the Grave Robber, 4 through 9. Oops, wrong people, Tim. So, I think that's fine. That's a good skill. Pat the Tools, 8 dodge and 3 crit to himself and to a target. I think that's also good. That's slightly stronger than what a Antiquarian single target buff would have been, for example. And not so strong, I think, as to unbalance it. It all depends upon how much this increases per level, but I like that. I think that's fine. Beat the Gong, moves him forward 1, and it does extra damage against marked targets. It has a slight damage penalty to it. Again, I like this. This is fine. He's got a movement skill. That's fantastic. I'm a big fan of leaping parties that go all over the place amongst each other, so that would encourage me to use him in such. I've already talked about Recite the Tenants. Harvest the Wheat. This seems really good. It doesn't have any damage penalty with it, and he gets a healing buff whenever he uses it. I think this should be changed, and this should probably be altered as well. And now that I think about it, though, Harvest the Wheat can hit the person in the 3rd rank. I guess, well, you know what it is? I have to see exactly how he uses, what it looks like when he uses the skill. He is using a quarterstaff. I guess, because this is a reskin of the Leper, I get the impression that's supposed to be a real quarterstaff, not a club. Like, it's supposed to be the length of him, probably. So, I guess this is fine, but I probably want to see a damage penalty associated with it. And I'm not sure that Beat the Gong should be able to hit the person in the final rank. Maybe this should only be able to hit the people in the front 2 ranks instead. But then again, this would be similar to Holy Lance, so maybe it's fine after all. We have Quench the Desire, which is a marked target for him, which is interesting. I didn't realize he had a marked target till right now. It has a damage penalty associated with it, so he doesn't do that much damage, and debuffs the target's damage and accuracy. This looks like this is fine. And Guard the Temple, which I'm not sure how this is supposed to be used. It's a guard, and it looks like he heals himself when he uses it. The target, though, that he guards gets a healing debuff penalty to it, and he gains a protection buff. A very slight protection buff. I think this is fine. I'd be hesitant actually to use it given the healing debuff associated with it. So I guess he's supposed to use this before the target takes a whole lot of damage, because generally I'm going to guard a target because he's taken damage and I want to heal him. Unless this is supposed to buff the target with a healing received, but even then, I'd be nervous about that being plus 95%. So, I don't know. We'll try out the class no matter what and see what I think about him in use. Camp Hygiene is one of his camping skills. I really like this, as a heads up. This is really unique. I don't think I've seen anyone else that has this. I think the Librarian has a skill like this. No, was it the Falconer? No. Oh, maybe it was the Druid class I'm thinking of then. Well, in any case, let's go back to him. So the idea of a camping skill, which doesn't do anything normally, but it makes it so that all your other camping skills are more effective, I really like. That is really nice. It might be a little strong. Maybe it should be 30% instead of 40% for 2-time units, but I like this. Basically, it's a tax you're paying for any other heals or stress recoveries that you're doing, and it makes them much more effective. I think that's great. I love that. That is a big fan of that camping skill right there. Swan's Teachings, for 3-time units, he increases his heals done, and someone else does slightly more damage against marked targets. I think that's fine. Combined with Recite the Tenants, that is very strong. Acupuncture. Oh, I like this. There are no mortality debuffs in LUM, though, so that's wasted. I do like the Remove Disease. For 3-time units, I think that's about right. Maybe it could be a little cheaper, but the extra if religious minus 10 stress, I like that as well. So I think this is fine, if a bit expensive to just remove a single disease. And Convalescence is a powerful heal that heals himself plus one other person, grants that other person protection, and also removes the disease if they're religious. It does cost 4 time units though, so you'd only be using this in dire circumstances, but I like this ability as well. Alright, so that's our Swan Disciple. Now, let me save this off. Okay, everyone. With all that done, let's go ahead and assemble a group to go adventuring finally. Now, we are in an awkward situation, because if I want that Swan Disciple, I've got to let someone go, or we've got to increase our roster size instead. Let's see, how expensive is it to improve the blacksmith? 24. We already have a ton of level 3s. I think we'll have to let someone go. As much as I hate to say it. That means I'm going to have to drop one of my level 1s or a level 0 instead. If I want the Swan Disciple with us, and I think I do. Okay. How about this? We'll increase our roster size. Again.
Great heroes can be found even here, in the mud and rain.
And normally, this would be the limit of what you're allowed to reach. So we've hit this really early on. We will grab Papillion with us. And we will also grab the Stagecoach Network. Giving us a chance to finally get a Musketeer in here, I'm hoping. Increased chance for other heroes. And today, we'll go to the Weald for more deeds, to make up for the fact we just spent a ton of them. And we'll bring this group with us. This might be a huge mistake. We are bringing a bad gambler, which is usually a bad idea in the Weald, but we're gonna go for this. She's also thin-blooded, which makes it a little dangerous in this place, but most of the blight damage happens to the back rank, so I think we'll be okay. No one here can blight anyone, so I think we're fine with this as well. Right, she can't blight anyone. She doesn't have Summon Thorn. Alright, so this will be our group. Next, this means that we can treat some of our higher level people, and we walked out with a few diseases last time. So, let's start by... Actually, I think we should start by stress. Dive needs to cure some stress. In she goes. North, we can have you cure a disease. Destruction, we should probably... I don't have to cure rabies. It's one of the few diseases that has a positive to it, but we're going to treat it anyway. Oh, where are we going, Tim? What was that mission, by the way, you're going to? Alright, it's Explore All Rooms. Explore All Rooms, okay. With the money we have left, Corey Jackson will treat some of... No, we won't. Where do you want to go? Oh, you want to go drinking, but I put someone in the drinking place already, so that's not going to happen. Alright then, we should look for quirks and try to remove at least one non-lock negative quirk that I care about. Let's get rid of slow reflexes. That's going to be bad if we ever get below a certain light level. I really need to add some act-outs to the quirks. Alright, we'll just do this. And then I think we'll hold on to the rest of our cash. We don't need to spend it at the moment. Yeah, we'll hold on to our cash. Let's head to the Weald. Oh, actually, we're going to sell some quirks, and I should equip other ones. Let's equip the Crest of the 1100. And we'll equip a Dark Crown. Actually, no, we're going to sell this. I wanted some money. Actually, with that in mind, Tim, you can treat another quirk, and you should. Let's get rid of Germ. Oh, you're only level 1. I'm fine with that at the moment. I don't mind Calm on the Librarian, so I'm not really looking at her. You're being treated for a disease already, so I can't have you do anything else. Nervous is a locked quirk. No one really has anything else I particularly care about. I guess we could get rid of Fragile or Germphobe. Okay, we'll hold on to the rest of the cash, and now we will go adventuring. Okay. Oh, we have a bunch of class mods, so we're not getting extra equipment. We have 1 shovel. We'll bring a full stack. You have Revel? You do not. Can we stop a nighttime ambush? Yes, we can. Okay. So, oh, I didn't, by the way, alter these classes. We're going to use them once as they are, and when we're done, we can see what we thought about those skills. So, but I think I may change Harvest the Wheat and Recite the Tenants a tad for LUM. Alright, we're going to pick up enough food to go camping. We actually have a few healers with us. We can self-heal here. He can heal someone if need be. And our druid is basically a healer with Rejuvenate and Healing Mist. We'll want some anti-venoms. We'll bring 4. Some bandages will be useful. We'll bring 4. 1 museum key. Full stack of torches. And we'll actually bring 4 laudanum with us today. I think that'll do. I don't think we need anything else for this group. Let's head out and give them a try. Always excited to see the class mods in action. I love the idea of being able to add your own classes to this game.
I knew all these paths once. Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
Oh, I want a different look for him. There. What? Oh, you only have 2 looks. Yes, that's right. I prefer the green one. Alright, let's head out. So, okay, we have to do some backtracking. Let's go south to start.
Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
And we right away get a trap. Oh, wow. Alright. This will be a bit awkward. Let's try to stun one of them. 3 damage on that, too. Oh, we just did a lot of damage. Why are you doing so much damage? Oh, hot to trot. Hot to trot. That's fine. That's fine. Let's... Can I kill one of these?
Executed with impunity.
Let's guard the temple and protect our druid. Oh, it heals that person. Oh, I like the block animation. That's nice. You would tend to do that with your leg as well to take the hit. Let's break through to move you back up.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Lots of blights to start. Let's shadow fade away. Actually, yeah, it might kill it.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
We will heal. Oh, that's very nice. And then kill it.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. ornaments. Neatly ordered. Lovingly admired.
We did pick up a trinket, so we'll go ahead and use it. I've been wanting to add my own class to the game, a priest class, based on the character Mauritius Johann Weiss from the Spirit Engine 2 game. I just have to figure out how I can get art made for the class. That'll be a talk for another day. We picked up a torch, so we'll use one here and hope for a scout chance for what's up ahead. Oh, why did you have to touch that? Okay. Compulsive. Oh, you can eat the food then. Oh my god, that's terrible. Well, that's lasting for a long time. Well, you didn't take any damage, so I think you'll be okay. Could be one of these missions, huh? Let's start with an Iron Swan. Oh, hopefully we hit it. Let's leap forward and try to kill another spitter.
Another one falls.
Let's get her dodge up a bit. Oh, what? That's an AoE? Oh, wow. That's... Wow. Okay, that's not... Okay, I think it's fine. I'm going to be nervous that increases one more hit point every time you level it, though. Hopefully it alternates between the healing extra hit point and increasing your dodge rating. Wow, that's nice. That's very nice. Okay, let's go ahead and beat the gong? Or do I want to... Let's guard. We will guard our Hellion. I need to kill the back one, but I'm not going to be able to do that. Let's Shadow Fade to stun one. We will guard our back rank from the spit about to hit her. Ah, didn't do anything to them this round. Let's flashing daggers. Didn't kill any of them though. Might be losing you. Let's heal. Then we're going to heal someone else, which will also heal himself. Good God. These players are going to kill us. I love it.
Continue the onslaught.
We have to reduce the damage we're taking.
All.
I need to heal around. I need him to heal himself. He can't target himself with this, but he can target anyone else.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Oof, that was really rough. he'll heal 2 more hit points. He's gonna need a few more turns healing. Oh, actually, I think this will heal stress and heal hit points. We don't have any holy water. Let's just use it. Ah, just stress. Come back for that. Just occurs to me, I don't think this group can handle a collector if one shows up. We've only had 1 collector, I think, in 25 weeks. Oh, there's the holy water I could have used earlier. We'll camp in the entrance room, is my plan. Oh, game. Oh, I hate you. Wow. 2 food checks and 2 hallways? That's... bad gambler.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Could have used some of that, just saying. Uh-oh. Oh, no. More spiders.
Be gone, fiend.
What is with this woods today? Wow, and they're going right for the wounded person. Let's guard a target to heal himself. Actually, no, I need to kill one of these. Oh my god! I love it. I love it. We're gonna lose someone here, I think. Yup, we're gonna lose our Swan Disciple. We're gonna stun that spitter. No, we're not! Oh my god! It's over. It's over. We can't kill anything.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Let's heal. Get him off of death's door.
Denied. For now. Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss.
Good. Killed the back 2, at least. That will heal through the blight. Oh! Almost killed him. This is awesome.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
We'll take the move resistance, I suppose. And I want that money. And I need that money more than I need the evasion incense. Oof. That is rough. We have all this dungeon to do as well, and we can't afford to take a full meal. Wow! Game! I hate you! What the heck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hallways and 3 food checks in them. Good God! Oh my God! And we're interacting with everything.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Well, this is exciting. I'll give it that. It's very exciting. Frustrating, but exciting. We need to camp, so let's camp.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
Okay, we need to prevent the nighttime ambush. These are going really badly for us. We'll use Convalescence to heal himself and another hero. I think we'll use wound care. And then I think we'll get a stress. Actually, let's stop complaining. I want to see what this is like, so we're gonna use it. Back in my day. Let's go ahead and rest. Now, this is exciting. Holy crap, I have not been in a bad situation like this in a long time. We are in the Weald with all the spiders! This is exactly where we
As the light gains
are.
purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Maybe she meant this reminds me of the time of the Weald when there wasn't any spiders in there. Because now all we're fighting are spiders. Let's pop out to this direction and see what we have. There's nothing there.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Man, bad gambler. This is gonna kill us in this place. Bad gambler! Good God! I hate you so much. I'm probably gonna fire this Hellion if we get back and she's locked bad gambler. She is not staying. She has cost us so much loot already. Oh, if she interacts with the museum bag, I'm gonna be really ticked. Words cannot describe the amount of rage I will have. Okay, glad I didn't go off in that one direction behind us. Yeah, I thought this skill was a single target skill. Doing it... I'm not sure. You guys will have to let me know what you think. Now, who's good at this? Oh, wow.
Ambushed by foul invention.
90% chance. Nope. No way. No way. I thought of making an interaction with that where someone who's compulsive or curious would actually use a torch from your inventory on you. But that seemed a little mean to me to do. Now, this group cannot handle a shambler.
A fort, waiting to be spent.
Why'd I bother bringing all the interactive with curios thing if everyone's gonna touch the curios? Gonna take her out into the back of the estate and beat her to death. Is what we're gonna do. Oh, I should use torches! We got scout anyway. Alright, thank God. We're not leaving with a lot of money at the moment, guys. I just like to say, don't touch it! Papillon, don't touch it.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
I'm firing both of them. Both of them are going away at the end of this. Alright, let's try to kill the... Oh, that's not a great chance. We'll use flashing daggers.
Precision and power.
Let's beat the gong to kill one of them. Stop next round, us taking damage from that. Woo! Let's protect someone. Oh, he does heal the target, Tim. It's not himself. I'm so dumb. I did not see that last time. Oh, I like that. That's very nice.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
I forgot. Oh, I haven't forgotten. But now you see why I hate the Curio interaction quirks. Papillon, don't.
The light, the promise of safety.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, thank you.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Narrator, this is not a pack. This is a dead animal. Number 2, there was no loot on there. There were only supplies. Okay. Holy crap. Hopefully, we don't get any more fights. I don't think we can handle it, but we're not leaving with any real money either. Well, we're gonna be firing 2 of these people. Nope! Nope! This group cannot handle one of those. We were locked in combat versus spiders for way too long. We'll keep going. We brought some bandages, didn't even have to use them. I should put out the light.
Full pack often attracts unwanted attention.
3, 4, 5, 6 food checks I think we've had? That's insane. So many food checks for a medium dungeon. Okay. I would love to kill one of these first, but I'm gonna leave these front... Let's use the flashing daggers. Wow, no real damage to the back one. That's a shame. Let's shuffle them. Oh my god. 10 damage. Speed is 1. Your speed is 5. Back up. So you don't take another one of those. Man, this group's getting really unlucky. I love the stumble effect, by the way. That's very nice.
Destroyed.
Resisted the stun. That's a shame. Let's... Oh, no. We will heal. You're both damaged, and I don't want you moving forward a space. Just couldn't kill it. Maybe we can if we hit... No, we won't be able to even if I strike it. Let's get our dodge up then. Yes, you do. This is one of those missions where I really don't want to be in it anymore. We're taking so much damage from these fights. It is unbelievable. I really shouldn't be healing, but I don't want him to just move forward one space. I need to stun them. come on! You're freaking kidding me. And it can hit our dodgy character. You can't hit it. It's a giant, basically not moving fungus man. That's oh, I can't even target the first spot with the gong. Let's see what Quench Desire looks like. Oh, nice. He throws his alcohol on it. Oh, I can't target it.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
All right, we've won. That wasn't as profitable as it could have been. I'm gonna put up the light and search this. I do not intend on keeping Giscard. So let's knock out the light.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen.
We might as well use all the stuff on it, because we're not going to be bringing those back. That was very nice at the end. Here's our journal. This will also give me a check to make sure that the journal gives you 400 gold upon quest completion.
Paths and roads bring soldiers and supplies. Let them arrive unharried.
And we did. Awesome. So 11,600. Not bad in the end. Oh no. What did we pick up? Weak grip on life. Nymphomania on the druid. Guess she really wants to be one with nature. Hylomania. Oh my god. Demonomania. Yep, Papillon, we are firing you. We are not keeping you here. We are not keeping Giscard either. I don't care about Twilight Dreamer. I especially don't want it on her. No. Nope, we're throwing her out. So what do you guys think of the druid and the disciple?
Can you feel it? The walls between the sane world and that unplumbed dimension of delirium are tenuously thin here.
What do you guys think of them? I thought they were okay. We took beat the gongs. Move forward one is a bit awkward without him having a move back. Oh, he does have back one. Sweep the yard. So he would hit this and then back up with this ability. So that's how I should have been using these skills on him. Right, but I'm not keeping him. In fact, we're gonna dismiss him right now, I think.
Another soul battered and broken, cast aside like a spent torch.
We have a unique quirk, which I don't want on her, because I don't like her whatsoever. She has way too many negative quirks now for me, and they're bad quirks, so nope.
Those without the stomach for this place must move on.
Good riddance. Should have dished her a long time ago. Okay, so yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the Swan Disciple in the comments down below. Because apparently we have Swan Disciples and Druids. Holy freaking crap. Yeah, well, let me know, everyone. If you think we should keep him, I will do so. If you don't think we should keep him, then I will remove him from our stagecoach. Same thing for the Druid. Same thing for the Druid. All right, in any case, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching, and take care, everyone.